We begin with our focus on a lot of politics over the tragedy that, remember, has unfolded in Wayanad, a constituency that was earlier represented by Rahul Gandhi, but a constituency that already is reeking of a lot of politics that is being played, particularly by the Congress, is what the BJP alleges. Now, as we speak, remember, these are images that you see on your screens of the Prime Minister earlier, who's taken an aerial stock of the entire situation there, of the extent of damage, and he's also right now in Wayanad as we speak. He earlier has also chaired a crucial meeting, a review meeting, and we have seen him speaking for the state. He says whatever possible is what the centre would be willing to do vis-a-vis the entire devastation and the relief that could be extended to the state. But there is a new twist in the entire saga. The twist is whether a calamity like this can and should be declared a national tragedy. Do remember, this is exactly what helps a state to be able to pick up funds, to pick up relief measures, and perhaps get back on the state to recovery. Now, this is what Rahul Gandhi earlier has also tweeted as he is thanking the Prime Minister for having made that visit to Wayanad. 420 lives are lost in this tragedy. The Prime Minister was earlier in Kannur. He was welcomed by the Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan, his ministers, the Kerala Governor. Arif Mohammed Khan was also in attendance. And even as the Prime Minister has been reviewing the on-ground situation, the opposition right now is exerting pressure on the Prime Minister to declare the Wayanad landslides as a quote-unquote a national disaster. The Prime Minister undertook an aerial survey of the affected areas in a chopper. He later was seen taking stock of the origin of the landslide and those areas that have been worst affected. These are, remember, Puchirimitam, Mudakalai and Churalamala. After the aerial survey, the Prime Minister also visited the affected areas. He took a brief on the evacuation from officials. And after he reviewed the on-ground situation, he also interacted with the locals. He inquired about their condition. He also spoke to them. The Prime Minister's visit, like I said already, has triggered a huge political storm. The opposition has doubled down on the demand for the national disaster tag for Wayanad landslides, especially the Lok Sabha LOP Rahul Gandhi. And do remember again, this is a constituency that was earlier fronted by Rahul Gandhi till he resigned. Now, taking to the social media, Rahul Gandhi has thanked the Prime Minister for his Wayanad visit. That tweet is also up on your screens. And he says that he is confident the Prime Minister will be declaring the landslides a national disaster after he sees the scale of the devastation firsthand. You also have a lot of other Congress leaders who are echoing similar sentiments. First up, exactly how the story has played out.
बहुत हम धन्यवाद करते हैं प्रधानमंत्री जी का। इस बार जा रहे हैं इसलिए उनका धन्यवाद है। और हम लोग बहुत तकलीफ में हैं, वायनाड का लोग, और राहुल गांधी जी और प्रियंका गांधी जी वहां जाके देखे आए, 2 दिन वहां रह के सारे चीज का देखे आए हैं। और उनसे भी हमारा उम्मीद है सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट से इस चीज का नेशनल कैलामिटी से घोषणा करने के लिए प्रधानमंत्री इस विजिट का बात वो करेंगे, ऐसे उम्मीद है। प्रधानमंत्री खुद जाना ये बहुत महत्व रखता है।
It should be automatically done. The way this government also had expressed the concern about calamity fallen in Wayanad, that concludes itself that PM is going to announce it, and that it is of a serious and problematic place and needs a special help and relief. I think Prime Minister should do it, in fact.
So the Congress, they're upping the ante, but remember there's an important development and a backstory to this. To counter the Congress on the demand for the national disaster tag, you had the BJP's V. Muralidharan, who's tweeted a 2013 Lok Sabha reply by the then Union Minister M. Ramchandran. Now, what does it say? It says that there is no provision to declare a natural disaster as a natural disaster. Their entire provision is done away with, and that's exactly what the then minister in 2013 had said on the floor of the House. Now, let's also tell you more about what this particular reply entails. As per this, the central government judges any disaster of a severe nature on a case-to-case basis. And this is when they take into account the intensity, the calamity's magnitude, the level of relief, assistance, everything that is required, and then also the capacity of any state government to tackle the entire issue. Mainly, the gist is that this reply says that there is no provision to declare a natural calamity as a national disaster. So what happened is that a war of words has continued between both the BJP and the Congress, indulging in a political slugfest. Taking to the social media, BJP's Amit Malviya earlier has slammed Rahul Gandhi. He blames him for the Wayanad disaster. And he says that Rahul Gandhi's contribution is nil as the Wayanad MP for the last 5 years. He says that Rahul Gandhi has taken no preventive measures against the landslides. Also, senior Congress MP Jairam Ramesh took a sarcastic jibe at the Prime Minister when he says that along with Wayanad, the Prime Minister should also perhaps visit Manipur now.
वायनाड में जो आपदा लैंडस्लाइड हुआ है, जिसमें 300 से भी अधिक लोग का देहांत हुआ है, मारे गए हैं, उसको लेकर हमारी मांग थी, राहुल जी की मांग थी कि इसको एक राष्ट्रीय आपदा घोषित किया जाए। और आज प्रधानमंत्री वायनाड गए हैं, अच्छा है वो गए हैं, वायनाड गए हैं। मणिपुर भी जाएंगे तो अच्छा होगा। डेढ़ साल से मणिपुर जल रहा है, मणिपुर भी जाएं, सभी जगह जाएं, यूक्रेन जाएं, रूस जाएं, वायनाड जाना जरूरी है और मणिपुर में भी जाना जरूरी है।
Let's get you this quick breaking update. Also, after meeting with the victims of the landslide tragedy, the Prime Minister earlier has also held a review meeting over the entire issue. The Prime Minister says that he had been taking information about the landslide since the time he got to know about the tragedy. He's also asserted how all the agencies of the central government have been working hand in hand with the state to ensure that all help is mobilized immediately. Let's listen in to what he said.
जब से मैंने इस आपदा के विषय में सुना, तब से मैं लगातार यहां संपर्क में रहा हूं, पल पल की जानकारी भी लेता रहा हूं और केंद्र सरकार के जितने भी अंग हैं, जो भी इस स्थिति में मदद हो सकते हैं, उसको तुरंत मोबिलाइज करना, ये त्रासदी सामान्य नहीं है। सैकड़ों परिवार के सपने उजड़ गए हैं। मैंने वहां जाकर के परिस्थिति को देखा है। मैं रिलीफ कैंप में भी इन पीड़ित परिवारों से मिला हूं, जिन्होंने एक्चुअली उस समय जो देखा और जो झेला, उसका विस्तार से पूरा विवरण मैंने उनसे सुना है।
So the Prime Minister there underscoring how the moment he got to know about this, Nicole, he's been saying that we have been continuously helping the state, doing everything that is possible to ensure that all relief, all help is sent immediately. But I do not know why the Congress is wanting to politicize this. I'll say good evening to you also with Mr. Raj Gopalan, the senior journalist joining us on the broadcast. Nicole, let's begin by asking you that how does it help to play politics? You know, by getting a particular tag to anything when it is the Congress's own 2013 reply that is being cited right now to, you know, counter the claims that have been made by Rahul Gandhi, Nicole. Can politics wait and can we focus on relief and rehabilitation?
Yeah, I don't understand where the politics is. Rahul Gandhi ji were member of parliament from Wayanad in last term, and this time also he won the election from there. And if something is happening there, he's putting his voice on the floor of the parliament. And then Pradhan Mantri is visiting, we welcome it. And definitely it's a responsibility of the Prime Minister also. If he puts something on the floor of the parliament regarding national disaster, what is wrong in it? And I feel that it's a responsibility of whoever the member of parliament is from that particular constituency. Rahul Gandhi, as a leader of opposition, is putting his own voice, whether it is of any part in the country. Now over here, I would like to say Bharatiya Janata Party wants to say that we are making it a political move. But I would like to say over here that it's Rahul Gandhi who is enforcing on the floor of the parliament to the government to look into it, and today we
Nikul.
welcome that due to his continuous
Okay,
effort.
Nikul, you know, in
Prime
this
Minister
reply,
is
I
in the
think you've
Wayanad
mentioned
today.
Rahul Gandhi thrice. So I really understand the story for you is Rahul Gandhi. It is not Kerala, it's not the people of Kerala. But tell me something, are you aware of what the UPA government had said in 2013 pertaining to national disasters? Are you aware? Is Rahul Gandhi aware, or he has no idea about it?
See, national disaster is a policy where government, it feels that something is happening to the country which is out of the box, and they can declare it, right? So now, whatever had happened to the Wayanad, everybody had seen it, and what happened there, everybody knows it. Rahul Gandhi ji also know everything about what is national disaster, how it can be declared. So he is requesting and telling the government that, see the intensity of what happened there. People have lost their life. People have lost their living. People have lost their residence. Everything is there. What is happening to a natural calamity, and it has to be declared as a national disaster because it's a loss of life to the people of the country.
You know, I thought that you would be aware, but because you are clearly not aware, Mr. Rajgopalanji, before I come to you, let me tell Nikul what was said in 2013, and I'm trying to quote verbatim from, you know, what was said in 2013. This is a, you know, reply that came in the parliament, Nikul, by the Congress-led UPA. The Congress-led UPA, no one else. The government said here that there is no concept of a quote-unquote national disaster that exists under the rules of the central government. It is you, as in the UPA, that said this. Are you aware about this, or Nikul, no?
You are quoting it, then I don't know about it.
Okay, at least you've admitted that you're not aware about this. So maybe Rahul Gandhi also, Mr. Rajgopalan, is not aware. No one has told him this.
Rahul Gandhi does not know anything, you know, as I have seen him for the last 20 years. He has not raised one subject about Wayanad in parliament in the last 5 years. Apart from that, PM has visited that place. It's, you know, Prime Minister has seen many natural calamities, including Bhuj. The moment he took over as a chief minister, Bhuj earthquake and more landslides, tsunami, these are all certain things, you know. The question which you are mentioning about M. Ramachandran, Minister of UPA, the mentioning about that no disaster, no national disaster can be proclaimed, that was in connection with the Uttarakhand.
Yes.
Because then BJP government was prevalent then at that time. So therefore, the entire hype, Deepthi, I understand, is for Priyanka Gandhi's launching. That's all. Nothing more than that. They don't have any. In that case, in Kallakurichi, there are 120 people died on liquor tragedy. Why did not Rahul Gandhi visit? Why did not Prime Minister visit? So therefore, it's a politics. Since it is Wayanad, they sit it on the head and dancing it. Wayanad, 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 Wayanad. What is it, Wayanad? What did he do for Wayanad? What did he do for Amethi? Smriti Irani was, you know, exposing Mr. Rahul Gandhi like anything. Now, since this situation is there, because of Priyanka Gandhi, they are hyping it. That's all.
Okay, okay, Mr. Rajgopalan, you insist this is politics. Clearly, this is politics. Nikul, I know you want to come in, but I want to ask a quick counter, you know, because we do not have a BJP representative on the show. But Mr. Rajgopalan, tell me something. This is a government that does not, you know, go by the precedents. This is a government that has adopted to new rules. It's created new rules also. If it wants to declare a particular tragedy as a national disaster, it can still do that. Don't you think that what has happened in Wayanad, the scale of this devastation, the scale that will be required, sir, to rehabilitate people back there, calls for more steps by the centre?
Deepthi, having understood the bureaucracy, having understood the Indian governance system for the last 40 years, my understanding is Cabinet Secretary would not allow this to be declared as national disaster because it will be a model set for the future governments.
Exactly.
Or some other government may come. Therefore, bureaucracy will put that. Apart from that, ये छोड़ दीजिएगा. मुझे national disaster में क्या मिलता है? Prime Minister just now said, every department has been there. Army was there. What else you need? Army, all the three forces, Navy, Army, you know, Air Force, everyone, they were present in the disaster movement. Apart from that, Agriculture Minister, and moreover, at least 60 to 70 ministries have taken part in this, Wayanad calamity. What did Rahul Gandhi do except raising it in and going with his sister? Nothing. Rahul Gandhi is a major failure in Wayanad.
And when you say this, Mr. Rajgopalan, before I now come back to you, I will get Nikul into this conversation. So, Nikul, is the Congress so proactive on this? Because, this is a constituency that was represented by Rahul. There are multiple questions today that are going in that the BJP has cited, asking what has Rahul Gandhi done for his constituency. There was also, that assertion that has come in from the Union Home Minister Amit Shah that the state was warned multiple times. The state did not bother about those, warnings. So somewhere to cover up all that, let's push this entire issue where you know that it will not see a closure. But you're trying to create a narrative, Nikul.
Firstly, I would like to answer what do you mean by a natural disaster in Disaster Management Act 2005. As you quoted 2013, I would like to quote the statement of Disaster Management Act 2005. Disaster means a catastrophe, mishap, calamity or grave occurrence in any area arising from natural or man-made causes or by an accident or negligence, which result in the substantial loss of life or human suffering or a damage to the destruction of the property, damage to the environment and everything beyond the coping capacity of the community of the affected area. And the natural disaster includes earthquake, flood, landslide, cyclone. Are you not aware that this is a landslide and is a massive destruction? And now when it comes to Rahul Gandhi, I would
what
like
you
to
have
say,
done now, I clearly realize you have Googled the definition, so you're telling me what a natural disaster is. I'm not disputing that. I am just telling you something else, Nikul. When Rahul Gandhi says... No, wait, Nikul, I don't think you've understood the point. You haven't understood the point. You're sitting here defending the Congress and you are not able to tell me that why then in 2013 it was the UPA government said that we have no such concept. Look at more details of what that reply said. It said that the government of India adjusts... Wait, Nikul, wait. If you're really concerned about the people, maybe the then UPA government should have not done this. And then you could have asked the, BJP government now about these questions. The reply has said that the government adjusts a calamity of severe nature on a case-to-case basis, taking into account the intensity, the magnitude, level of relief assistance, capacity of the state government, and so on and so forth. And they said for a calamity of a severe nature, additional resistance is also considered from the NDRF, but there is no prescribed format henceforth to declare any national disaster as a national disaster. Nikul, that is the problem.
That is the problem, but I would like to quote the Act itself. What Act says, that also is put on by the UPA government in 2005. I don't understand.
So why did you do this in 2013 is what Mr. Rajgopalan is asking. Why did the UPA do this in 2013?
Into the floor of the parliament, it's not politics. It's his responsibility.
If it was 2000,
I'll give you the last word, Rajgopalanji. Yes.
If it was 2005 Act, why did not Congress implement it in 2013? They failed it. Congress failed it. Rahul Gandhi failed it. Therefore, Rahul Gandhi cannot be making a big claim on that. Say whatever that, it is a strategy of Congress to project Madam Priyanka Gandhi so that, in Wayanad they win elections.
Okay. It all boils down to politics. That is the tragedy, Nikul. We'll wait and watch what happens from here on. I've completely run out of time, but through the evening, we'll keep our focus on that big story. I thank both of you gentlemen for joining us.